guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry that I have not uploaded a video in a hot second. I got sick and then I've had the hardest time uploading my videos. So I have updated my equipment and my husband's taken a look at some of the things. So hopefully we can get this back up and running. I've recorded like 5 videos and I haven't been able to post them. So I do have another pick a card reading for you today. This is going to be like a fun one, and it is how did they flirt? Like, how do they show their romantic interest in a really flirty way? How would you know that they're flirting with you? So if you need, a couple minutes or a couple seconds, couple minutes, couple weeks, years, whatever, take your time. So I do have the 3 piles. I've got pile number 1 is the corn here. Pile number 2 is the amethyst. Pile number 3 is the pine cone. So if you need a moment, go ahead and pause the video here. Otherwise, I'm going to jump right in with pile number 1 with the corn. So hi, corns. Let's see how your person flirts. How do they flirt? And specifically, how are they flirting with you, if that matters here. I'm going to read all these cards in the upright, and I'm going to read them very intuitively. I'm just setting that intention out there right now. So how does pile number 1's person flirt? And interesting. Okay, so first of all, I am getting Gemini energy, and I was thinking that before I even got the Magician card here, which the Magician is Gemini and Virgo. Sorry about the plane overhead, guys. Because Gemini is like when they flirt, this is coming from a Gemini, they can, and this might be air signs in general, so, they can flirt, they can kind of give a lot of attention to the people around you. Like, they're very sociable, and they kind of want to show off their talents and skills here with the Magician card. So you might notice them showing off, but like in a very kind of subtle way. Like, this is who I am, I'm not like out for attention, even though they're out for your attention, right? Because they're flirting with you and they're trying to capture your eye here. So you might see them showing off their skills in a social setting. You might see them talking with everyone but you, but being very jovial, being very, happy, because I'm sensing that this person gets a high, like when they're around you, and they show that high kind of to other people, but they're displaying like really great pro-social qualities to these other people, right? But they're really hoping that you notice, but they might not, you might not catch them looking at you, especially here with the 2 of Swords. Notice that this person is blindfolded, but they still have their target in mind. And then again, with the 8 of Cups here, I'm just getting that this person they can come off disinterested, but they're not. They're not. So this one's actually kind of tough, because it might be hard to tell if this person likes you. But ways that you can tell is if they're kind of always around you, if you find yourself like, in their line of sight, if you notice that they are really peppy around you. This is going to get kind of hard. I'm not going to lie. I kind of feel for you guys. But the Fool is like, they're just going to be very upbeat, fun, friendly, fancy-free, and just really, really jovial. So, unfortunately, I wish I could have like a kind of a dead ringer, but this person's going to play kind of coy. And they're going to play, I don't know, I always get like Lady Bountiful whenever I see this card, the 6 of Wands in this deck, because she's so benevolent and generous and clearly overflowing with abundance. But this person's abundance, they may or may not be actually abundant, and you might actually see them kind of showing that part of themselves off. But they're abundant in, like, I'm getting a heavy Gemini vibe here. And Geminis, they're the little pollinators of the zodiac. They're really annoyingly good at a lot of things, because they genuinely love to learn about things. And so they probably dabble in a lot of different things. And they have a lot of kind of party parlor tricks, right? This is the Jester of the Court. This right here is just such Jester of the Court energy, right? You're going to find them just entertaining. If they've got their entertaining hat on, that's a good sign. So let's see what this person's love language is. How do they like to give love first, and then how do they like to receive love? Oh, wow. Give love and receive love. Interesting. Five of Cups receiving love. Five of Cups is the grief card, right? But first, let's start off with the how do they like to give love with the King of Pentacles. This makes a lot of sense. Again, I'm sorry that I'm harping on the Gemini energy. I'm just getting kind of like air sign, sun sign with their Venus in an earth sign, right? So Venus never goes too far away from your sun. So for instance, this is totally me. I have a Gemini sun. My Venus is in Taurus, which is an earth sign. So I'm a little more steady in love than people might expect. And so in your person, I feel like is as well. This is a very tactile person. This is a person who loves to engage their senses. They're going to love to watch you engage your senses. They're going to love to give you things that they made and see your reaction and know that it made you happy or have some kind of sensory experience that was, you know, really satisfying and gratifying. This is great for bedroom stuff, clearly. You know, Taurus is one of Venus's home signs alongside Libra. And I'm getting a really Taurian vibe here, although, and also Capricorn. This person might want to kind of show, again, I'm getting like a show off kind of a thing. This person's going to want to take care of you. They're going to want to make sure that you have a really good time, that you have the best of the best. If this, you know, they're going to want to make sure that when you guys meet up and if you're going to grab a coffee, you go to a place that has really good coffee. If you are just going to go up, meet up for some sandwiches, they're going to want to make sure it's, you know, really good sandwiches. This person might like to be out in nature. And if you're finding yourself having any kind of alone time with this person for a prolonged period, especially if it is quiet, and if this jester energy here turns into very listening, calm, they want all of a sudden, they've been, you know, entertaining everybody at the party, and then suddenly you find yourself alone with them and they're really listening to you and they're engaged and they're nodding their head and they're making eye contact, you know, exposing their neck, doing all the little body language things. If they bring you an appetizer to try and you just have to try it, honey, that is a really good sign. This person is really showing you love. They're showing that their attention is a prize to kind of have and that you have it. They're honed in on you, right? So how they receive love, this is so weird to me with the Five of Cups, I'm not going to lie. It could be that this person is used to kind of toxic relationship patterns. They're used to having to like fight for people's attention in social settings. That might be why they turn on this jester charm with the Three of Cups kind of spilled down here. They might not be super comfortable with really big displays of affection, especially right off the bat, but they still want to know that it's there. It's almost like they like to chase love. I'm just going to pull a clarifier card here. Ace of Wands. Yeah, and the Ace of Wands is really, really passionate, you know, but it's not like super emotional, you know. I feel like I'm getting kind of push-pull, you know, that relationship tactic, and a lot of those really horrible like pickup artist people, they talk a lot about like a push-pull method where it's like you give somebody your attention and then pull it away. And I feel like this person kind of likes feeling the accomplishment of having someone's attention on them. This isn't really striking me as a really healthy way of receiving love. It could be that they view an honest sharing of grief and like things that you guys have gone through. When you pull behind this mask here, if you really do open up about your loss and your heartache, that is an expression of love. Like when you can be really vulnerable with one another and share about these times when you felt, you know, not included or you know, things like that in a really candid way with the Ace of Wands here. You know, really like kind of blunt, maybe. I also think that this person likes to, they like to feel like they've struck some kind of deep, not deep, but yeah, maybe like just large emotion within someone. It's like if they can see that they have moved your passion or your grief, if they can see that like maybe them not giving you attention is bothering you, like they might feel like, oh, I know this person loves me. Again, it's not very healthy, but that is what I'm getting for pile number 1. So that was my fun little, wasn't so fun there at the end, sorry about that, but that was it for you guys, pile number 1. I'm so sorry. I hope that all my technical issues are worked out. I hope that you're still with me on this journey, and I love doing this and interacting with you guys. Please subscribe, give me a like if you feel so inclined. Otherwise, let's move on to pile number 2 with the amethyst. All right, pile number 2, how does your person see or flirt with you? How does pile number 2's person flirt with them? Just to let you guys know, I've set the intention to read the cards in the upright, so any card that comes out wants to be read in the upright, and I'm going to read this very intuitively. Okay, so we started off right off the bat with some water energy here. So with the Knight of Cups here, that's pretty straightforward, right? I mean, they're going to be maybe gazing at you lovingly. This kid, like every time I see this card, this kid just has this loving kind of chummy almost look to his face, and he's just wearing his heart on his sleeve. This person probably, I'm seeing that their cheeks might actually turn red when they're talking to you. They might have like this look on their face. Do you know what I'm saying? Where, they kind of have a smile there. They get that little apple in their cheek, and they kind of really can't help it. They tend to kind of glow from the inside out. They speak with you very lovingly, very light, very, when you think of flirty speech, little elbow rubs and, little kind of bashful winks and stuff. You're going to see that with this person. And I think that this person's going to pay extra attention to you in a social setting. There's a lot of water energy here to start this off, and water signs are very emotionally attentive. They're going to notice when you withdraw a little bit in the group, and they're going to do their best to cheer you up. You're going to kind of feel cared for and taken, really seen. You might even notice this person kind of staring at you, and just taking pleasure in looking at you. This is kind of what I'm getting from his face here. The Seven of Swords, this is an interesting card to have here. The Seven of Swords is all about acting independently. So they might try to separate themselves out from the group in some kind of way to get your attention. It could be like some kind of daring bad boy thing. I'm getting just like a really young energy, like a kid on the playground that is like, look at me jump this fence or something silly like that. It could be like something really daring, like one time my friends and I tried to like, save some chickens from this chicken factory, and, it was not the best choice, but it was, fun, and like we were getting attention kind of a thing. I don't know, for doing it. That's an embarrassing story to share, Jessica. Why do you say things like this? But yeah, with the we didn't, by the way, like get anywhere even close to that, to doing that. I did not commit a crime at all. Let me just say that. But with the Seven of Swords here, and with this kind of dark, ominous feel to it, this person might try to seem kind of like edgy. They might show off and try to be a bad boy, because the Knight of Cups, he's also kind of like a bad boy that, really actually feels pretty deeply. This might like be the person who like, using kind of I'm just getting like really kind of, you might feel like a kid around this person, this is like the kid who like wears the leather jacket and, smokes and makes you a mixtape, I'm getting off of that. And the Seven of Wands, they're gonna stand up for you. If anybody kind of comes at you crooked or sideways, they're gonna say something. They're also just gonna compete for your attention, and you might find that kind of obvious that they're competing for your attention in a way. and trying to, again, with the red cape here, like make themselves stand out to you in a certain way, in a way that shows, like, I think they really want you to see them as strong. So they might share stories, or show off a little bit. They might, I don't know, I'm seeing like being at the fair and doing that strongman thing where you hit the little thing and the bobber goes up, to ding the bell. Do you know what I'm talking about? So something kind of like that. The Eight of Swords, I'm just getting like damsel kind of a vibe. They might try to rescue you even when you don't really need help. They just really want to show you that they're going to be there for you. They're always going to be your little friend, your little songbird. They might try to cheer you up when you're feeling down. They might even sing to you. This person might write you songs with the Knight of Cups here, and then I'm just seeing this little songbird. They might sing to you. They might make you a mixtape. You guys might really bond over music. They might really point out what songs they like, and they might be trying to kind of communicate a message with that song. And then the Page of Pentacles, they're gonna show you their hobbies, and show you, like, they're gonna share what they love. They're gonna make plans with you as well. This is gonna be a person who's like, I'm going to the movies later. Do you wanna go to the movies with me? And if they're interested in something like music or video games or something, they're probably going to want to bring you into that. And again, that's another way for them to kind of show off their skills a little bit and separate themselves out. Like, oh my gosh, like, did you see how I Minecrafted the heck out of this block? I don't play video games. I don't even know. But I could be your man or woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just kind of getting, like, really funny, like, just, that's cute. That's adorable. So let's just see what your person's love language is. Like, how do they like to give love and how do they like to receive love? So how does pile two's person like to give love? And how do they like to receive? Aw. So the way they want to give love is the Empress. This is somebody who wants to grow and nurture you over time and nurture your relationship and your connection. This is somebody who's going to be engaged, who's literally going to water your connection. This is somebody they're going to show up in all ways. It's not going to be weird. This is not going to be somebody who's going to like keep passwords from you and stuff. They're going to be a full partner. I mean, the Empress is a very loving, very nurturing, well-rounded partner who, she's doing her best in all areas of life, right? Because she's the embodiment of all four queens. We've all heard that 1,000 million bajillion times. So this is a person who's, I'm getting Eric Foreman from that 70s show where it's like, he's thinking about all areas of life and how it affects his relationship because he is so in love with Donna. So he's, he always thinks about, well, what is his job? What is his career path forward? What is his life's passion? How can he, support her and all of that? Like, this person's going to be putting like he's going to be, he or she, sorry about that. And definitely a she here with this card, they're going to look at how they can nurture the relationship very holistically. From all angles, making sure that you are happy, that they're happy, that a relationship has like your relationship is like this little baby growing in her belly, and does it have everything that it needs to grow? This is going to be a person who listens to you for sure. This is a caretaker. This is just a caretaker. They're gonna take care of you. They like to take care of you, mother you in a way with this Empress card here. Tuck you in when you're sick, give you some soup. Make sure your home is nice and cozy. Make sure your sheets get washed on the regular and you're vacuuming. That none of your clothes have holes in them. This person is a caretaker. And how do they like to receive love is the Lovers. This is, the Lovers is the Gemini card, so this person could like conversation. There needs to be a sense of friendship between the two of you because Gemini rules, friendship, the third house of community, brotherhood, and there's definitely like an ambiguity to the genders here, so they might not even with this nurturing card here, which could be seen as quite traditional, in how they like to give their love, I'm just seeing they like to give their love in a very nurturing, kind of motherly sort of a way, but they like to receive love as friends. Like they like the feeling that you're both engaged in life and you're comrades and you're literally partners in crime together, and you're going through things, and that it's easy. You know, you guys can sit on the couch together at the end of the day, and there's just kind of a good flow, you know, and it's all based and rooted in friendship, and that, you know, you're interested in, you share similar interests. You're interested when they talk, even if you're not interested about the same things. Like if this person plays video games and you don't, but you know, you like it when to see them happy. You both like, you're in each other's corner. That's what they really, really like. And I do feel like they, with all the purple here and all the blue, they really do want some kind of a spiritual connection with that purple, some kind of shared spirituality, a shared sense of spirituality. And with the blue, definitely, again, that conversation that comes from the yellow of the solar plexus, where you guys have really passionate conversation with one another. So that's really nice for you guys, pile 2. Thank you for watching. I'm so sorry about all my difficulties, both personal and technical, and I think that we've got them worked out now finally. So please do like and subscribe and share and talk with me and all of that good stuff, because I'm gonna have more videos coming. So pile number 3 with the pine cone. All right, I always sing in pile number 3. Pile number 3 is y'all do something to me. All right, let's see how pile number 3's person flirts with them. How does pile number 3's person flirts with them? I already set the intention. I'm going to read these cards in the upright, and I'm reading very intuitively today. So, how does pile number 3's person flirt with them? Similar vibes to some of the other piles, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if we've got some, you know, some people coming over from another pile. Honestly, pile 1 or pile 2. So we had the 8 of Swords come up in a different reading. So this person might actually play a little bit of the damsel in distress. They're not really. This person is actually, you know, quite strong. Although I'm getting conflicting energy with the kings down here. So hold on, let me just put this together here, because so we have the 8 of Swords, you know, which is kind of that damsel in distress kind of energy. It's feeling kind of trapped and helpless, even though you're not. So they might just show a more vulnerable side to you, because I see that this person might show you a good balance, because they, with the 9 of Pentacles here, the 9 of Pentacles is the, you know, it's often called the pre-Empress card. So this person kind of comes off as a loner. I'm getting that this person is a loner, so they'll probably let you into their space. And honestly, I do think it's a very good sign, if this person is quiet around you. But quiet in this sort of a way where it feels very serene, because we also have the High Priestess, which is, you know, she's pretty mute. And the, you know, she's not mute. She's highly aware and present and definitely engaged, but there's not a lot of speaking, right? Because she holds all the secrets of the universe within her. And the King of Cups is a person who has a lot of love inside of them. And again, I'm getting with like this 9 of Pentacles, very peaceful, very serene, very active inner life. Very artistic, maybe even kind of a person. If this person is showing you their art, the things that they've made, if this person is giving you books, sharing their book collection with you, sharing their spirituality with you in any way, shape, or form, if they're inviting you to some kind of a religious or spiritual service, if they're if they offer to read your cards, if they, you know, want to show you a yoga move, anything like that. Actions are really big with this person, so pay attention to their actions, and you're looking for very relaxed, you know, body language. because like the King of Cups, and I don't know if I said this because I kind of got sidetracked, but you know, he's a person of social standing. This could be a he or a she, right? But he's a person of social kind of status, and so is the King of Swords, very highly educated, and so is the High Priestess. This person could be very highly educated, very smart person. They could have a lot of in-depth, kind of weird, out there knowledge that's highly specified, and you guys actually might have that in common. And if they are opening up to you with that gift that they have, because this person is gifted, if they're opening up to you in any sort of a way, that is such a high compliment, because this person views you as an equal. And I'm seeing that too with the flames here, with the black and the white flame. This person sees you in a very, very high light, and they don't feel like they need to put on airs around you. So even though this person might have some kind of title, position, professional code of ethics, this person might let their hair down just a little bit around you, where they're a little more casual. That's it. They're a little more casual in your presence, right? They might, loan you things. It's going to have like maybe more of a friendship tone than it will with someone else. And definitely if they let you in their space and if they're sharing with you. I feel like if this person gifts you something, it's a sign of their love. And the Seven of Wands is, with this person being highly cerebral, it could be like debate. You know, if this person debates ideas with you, I think that, and they might like even show off their mind a little bit more around you in a kind of debater sort of a way, to kind of get your attention and to kind of compete for your attention. And because this person just seems to have all their stuff together, if you see a more vulnerable side to them, if they start opening up to you about their life and the things that they've been through, you know, how they got out of a tough situation, maybe what their family life was like back home, what gave them solace, that is not something that they usually do. So, yeah. Let's see what this person's love languages are, how they like to give love, and how they like to receive love. How does pile number three's person like to give love? And how does pile number three's person like to receive love? Oh, you guys. Oh, I really like this person. Good job. How they like to give love is the Six of Cups. This is small acts of kindness. This is like they paid attention and they've noticed something. There's not anything like overly sexed up. The Six of Cups is, you know, it's often a connection between innocence. It can be even a non-sexual connection. And again, because this person has such cerebral energy, it might feel not sexual. This person might be a sapiosexual, where ideas and being with someone who is smart is very important to them. And this person needs to have that mental connection before anything progresses onto the next level. So they like to show their love through small acts of service and through giving, like gift giving, but very thoughtful gifts. Nothing that's too like extravagant, but something that they've noticed about you, or something that means something to them that they've taken time to cultivate themselves. Okay, and a lot of these are going to be, it's going to be gifts of the mind, I think. You know, the sharing of ideas, and in a really loving way, not in like a very, you know, the King of Swords, you know, the suit of swords can be very sharp, very piercing, you know. It's not going to have that feel. It's going to feel very friendly. This person wants to be friends first, basically. So, and the way that they like to receive love is the Queen of Cups. So they like to hear about your emotions. They, or they like to receive love. So they love mushy gushy stuff, you know. They like being looked after. They like it when people pay. This is like a person who does kind of show how they care by paying attention and then fulfilling the needs that they see. And so they like it when someone notices their inner life, because when someone sees past the facade, and maybe this person is used to being treated with airs, you know, in some kind of respectful way, but when you treat them like a human being, when you're concerned for their well-being, because I'm getting this person maybe looks after a lot of people in their life, and maybe they don't get a lot of that in return because people feel intimidated by them, or they're always the one that has the bigger cup, so it's like it's always they're usually the giver in the situation. But when someone just treats them like a person enough to just have a simple loving connection where it's like, hey, have you eaten today? Even this person like might, I don't know, like have a PhD, and it's like, hey, like did you pack a snack, like little things like that. Also just touches, very loving motherly energy here with the Queen of Cups, but not too much, where you're not just unloading, but you provide just a safe, cozy space. This person probably likes to feel very cozy, and just creating a space for growth and for slow, like, it's okay if you guys sit in silence, right? But it's okay for them to open up too, and you're not going to judge them either way. It's just a feeling of safety. It's more like a feeling for this person. So that is really, you have a very awesome person right here, pile 3. Thank you guys for watching, and sorry again about the uploading issues, and I'm hopeful that we got everything figured out. So please do like and subscribe, and I'm not going anywhere, and I'm dedicated to figuring this out. So thank you again for watching pile number 3. I hope you have a great day. Bye.